Hello, everybody. I am Krysten from Mastermind Adventures, and we are super excited to be here with you today. We are doing our very first Twitch stream that is featuring our game industry cocktail hour friends. If you guys are not familiar with the game industry cocktail hour, it's a group that is from Clubhouse. And it's from folks from all over the world that are part of the games industry, either directly related to the games industry or agency adjacent to the games industry. And we've had so much fun coming together and learning about each other and each other's expertise. So we've got a whole bunch of really awesome people that I can't wait to introduce to you. And today we're going to play Fiasco. And Allie, our Master of Lore, she's going to tell you a little bit more about that in just a minute. But right now, I'm going to pop everybody on the screen. This is my first time using Restream, so thank you for your patience if I've got a little technical glitches happening. But I'm going to pop everybody on and let people introduce themselves, and then we'll talk a little bit about Fiasco, and then we'll get right into the game, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. So, all right, here we go. Here they come. Do this maybe different. I can't remember how I did it, that I liked it better. Maybe like that. Yay, here they come. All right. Here we all are. Yay. We've had so much fun getting this all set up and getting everybody getting everyone's backstories. And I hope if you didn't have a chance to watch some of their backstories that we put up on Twitter, you should go to our Twitter account and watch some of those. But real quick, what we're going to do is we're going to go around and Allie, why don't you introduce yourself first, and we'll just kind of go around the screen. So go ahead,
Okay.
Allie.
Hi, I'm Allie Sulentic. I'm Mastermind Adventures Master of Lore, and I'm also a writer and a game designer. So do you want me to go on about Fiasco, or do you want to do more introductions?
Sure, yeah, go ahead. Why don't you tell us about Fiasco we're going to play, and then we'll introduce. Go for it.
Exactly. So Fiasco is a game about horrible people doing horrible things, but mostly it's kind of a role-playing light game. It's a little more structured than your standard role-playing game, and it's got a little bit more of a firm beginning and ending, as well as kind of a twist in the middle. It's supposed to mimic a like a Coen Brothers movie or Tarantino film, a movie about dangerous people, innocents getting caught up into crimes and things like that, trying to get away with the money and screw everyone else over. It's really fun. The playset that we're doing here, Fiasco has playsets which kind of mimic different types of stories. And the playset that we're doing today is called Dragon Slayers. It's one of my favorite playsets. It basically is the aftermath of a boss fight in a role-playing game. The dragon's been destroyed, and now there's a bunch of loot to split up, and everyone's kind of fighting, and the wizard doesn't trust anyone, and the rogue's trying to make off with all the loot. So we have a really, really fun storyline going on here, and I know everyone's really excited to play and kind of jump in and get into character. When we start the game, I'll kind of explain more of the details and the game rules. But for now, sit around and have fun. It'll be like a little movie for you. Krysten, you're muted, I think.
Better, thank you. Yeah. All right, Rebekka, you're next on my screen. So tell people a little bit about yourself, and why don't you tell them about the character you're going to play today also? That would be helpful.
Yeah, I'm Rebekka. I am a regular in Game Industry Cocktail Hour. That's like my home base at Clubhouse. We have a lot of fun there, and that's how I know all of these lovely people. I'm going to be playing Mira today. She is a previously she was a milkmaid, but she recently came into employment under the lovely Duchess Beatrix. But she isn't super thrilled about her situation. At the same time, it's really hard for her to leave her job. She, there's soaring unemployment in the realm, and conflict is scary. So she's kind of just like trudging along. Dealing with that the burden of having to deal with this crazy Duchess lady. So that's her.
Awesome. Thanks, Rebekka. All right, next is Will Rubenstein. Tell people a little bit about you and about the character you're going to play today.
Hi, everybody. I'm Will, and I am also a big fan and participant in the game industry cocktail hour. Today, I'll be playing Sir Dirkus of Noob, or Danube, if you will. What could go wrong? He is a younger brother who aspires to avenge his older brother's death, and definitely needs some training in order to do that, in order to find or have found, we'll decide, a certain dragon. But to do that, he'll need some help from a wise and glorious and well-known adventurer who you'll meet in just a second. Basically, just think of him as Dirkus the Unwise. One other quick important thing is that he is engaged to the lovely Duchess, and we'll just see what happens.
Indeed, we will see what happens. All right, so next is Dave. Tell people a little bit about you and about what character you're going to play today.
Hi, I'm Dave Neale. I'm also quite regular on the game industry Clubhouse. I design narrative board games, most of them so far about Sherlock Holmes, but there are some coming up that aren't about Sherlock Holmes as well. And today I am playing as Rufus Cockswagger, who is a once legend previous hero who is past his use by date, but kind of still in the fridge and not being thrown out, and clinging on, trying to retain his grip on his legendary status. And despite the fact that he now suffers from headaches and an aching leg and various wounds, and is actually not at all the person he was before, but he's desperate to cling on to being a legend for as long as possible. And so, yeah, he's looking for adventure and thinks that he can still do it.
Love it. Can't wait. All right, Kelly, last but not least, tell us a little bit about you and about what character you're playing today.
Hey, I am Kelly Tran, aka Sweater Wolf here on Twitch. I am a streamer. I teach game design, and I also spend way too much time in the game industry cocktail hour on Clubhouse. This week, I'm using it to procrastinate grading. But the character I'm playing today is Lady Beatrix Flora. So she is very proud of her royal title, although her royal title is not quite what it used to be. After some mismanagement of the noble funds, her lands are reduced to basically nothing. And there is the small inconvenience of the fact that her title is technically not Duchess. She is actually the second cousin, twice removed from the actual heiress to the title. But, you know, the cousin is stupid. Like, everybody will recognize that Lady Beatrix is the rightful heir. All she needs is to just acquire some funds to get the lands back. And, you know, something like a royal title would probably help if she could find somebody, anybody, really anybody to marry. And she has managed to do that and is betrothed to Dirkus of Noob. So I'm very excited to see how this all plays out.
Awesome. And also, we may have one more friend popping in. It is Maria Consuelo Gonima. And she doesn't know if she's going to be able to make it. She had hoped to be able to make it, but she had kind of a little bit of a work emergency. So she can make it. You may see her pop in. She is playing Tivy, who is a half witch. And if she's able to make it, then she is in a blood pact with Rebekka. She had tried to help Rebekka's character Mira to get out from under the rule of Lady Beatrix, and it backfired. And now they need to shed more blood to break the blood pact. And so on the possibilities, on the very short list of possibilities, are both Will's character, Dirkus, and Dave's character, Rufus, who either of them may end up not seeing to the end. So if you guys enjoy what you're seeing here today, please join us in the Game Industry Club on Clubhouse. The values of the club are living in inclusion. There's tons of really awesome stuff happening pretty much every single day. Dave runs a great weekly segment called Press Pause. That's about kind of different things that you may not always think about when designing games or playing games even. We've had all kinds of topics, including violence in games and children in games and emotion, emotional content having to do with games. And Kelly, I think you're a regular participant, if not a co-moderator for the Design Dive, right? On a regular basis?
Yeah. We're a couple of us run that. Mohammed and I are the main people that do that. I give the glory to Mohammed for always setting it up. But yeah, we dive into like a really specific nerdy game design topic every week, and that's Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, so always lots of great stuff if you're not on Clubhouse, which all of you should be eventually because they're opening up to Android soon. But we would love to have you there anytime. Come and hang out with us. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and you guys can begin your tale. 1 second, and then Allie's facilitating. So I'm going to probably go dark myself. All right, Allie, I'm going to do it this way. I think this is probably the best way. All right.
Perfect.
Looks good. Take it away.
All right. So, well, the first thing we kind of need to decide is who wants to have their scene first. And then I'll kind of explain the process for setting up or resolving scenes. Anyone want to volunteer to go first?
Can I just ask as well, without Maria's character, we're just kind of including her in the story, but not. I'm just thinking like, so the thing about me killing her father, is that sort of not relevant now, or do we need to change anything, or are we just gonna go with it and see what happens?
I think it should still be a relevant thing, mostly because I know you guys have kind of crafted your backstories with that in mind, and I think everyone kind of likes the way that the story is kind of working now. The idea would be kind of that we just kind of treat her as like an NPC. So her relationships are still relevant, but her actual like character was probably be more of an off-screen thing. She's kind of just a voice in Mira's head at this point, which can say or do whatever needs to happen. While you guys decide who wants to go first, excuse me. The big thing that we need to kind of talk about is how to set and resolve scenes. So when it's your turn to set a scene, everyone's going to have 2 scenes. I think it's 2 scenes every between 2 different people in each half of the game. And when it's your turn to choose a scene, you can choose to either set up the scene and dictate, where you like what is happening with you and your character, which other player you'd like to have a scene with, and like what starts the scene. You can also opt to resolve the scene, which is to say, decide how your character comes out of the scene, whether they're in a better position or a worse position. And the trade-off is that whatever you choose to do, the other players get to decide the rest of it. So if you choose to set the scene, you get to pick, who you're in a scene with and what's happening. But everyone else gets to decide what happens to your character. So basically, everyone kind of has to vote. We can use the chat here in Restream. We can use it on Roll20, whatever works best for you guys, to kind of vote either black or white, black being kind of a bad ending for the character, white being a good ending. And then you will get one of the dice that are here on the screen, the black or the white dice. At the end of your scene, once you conclude it with whatever ending everyone's choosing for you, you'll give that die to another player, meaning you can kind of dictate how they're going to go into the tilt a little bit. If you choose to resolve the scene and decide what color die you get, if you're looking for a particular color to make sure that your character is in a better position towards the end of the game, everyone else gets to set the scene and decide who is in the scene with you. So again, there's kind of a trade-off. You can either, ensure that you're getting the die that you want, or you ensure that you're starting in a position that you want to have. Again, in the first half of the game, when you get a die, you pass it off to another player. In the second half of the game, you keep the die. So it's a little more important to resolve scenes in the second half if you're going for a particular ending. The color of the dice is important because when we roll for tilt and the aftermath, you're going to roll your different colors separately and then subtract the lower number from the higher number to get one number, either black or white. And then that will determine who gets to choose the tilt and where your character ends up in the end. So who wants to go first? That's probably the easiest question, or maybe the hardest question.
I'm ready. Who's ready? Come on.
I was thinking, what scenes we're starting in what's the inn called? You decided the name of the inn.
The Smoking Corpse.
Smoking Corpse.
Nice.
Because we were sort of starting there after we've got back, right? So we've got back from supposedly killing the dragon, but we haven't really killed it.
Yes.
We ran away. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm just going to think where people are at the start. I mean, me and you, Dirkus, are in the inn, right? I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And the other two are maybe somewhere else. I'm not sure.
Being wonderful somewhere.
I mean, we could do some
I
kind
imagine
of
they're probably also in the inn because they're probably they might overhear something.
I guess maybe they've been waiting for Dirkus to come back, of course. So I guess we could do any interactions between us in the inn.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. We just came back to the inn and nobody knows what really happened except for you and I, Rufus. I like that.
So, but we do an interaction between two characters, right? So we have
the scenes are primarily between two characters. You can obviously involve more people if you want. But the scenes are supposed to be between like 3 to 5 minutes long. So just kind of keep that in mind that, they're not supposed to be long involved scenes. They're just supposed to be short little punchy scenes where you kind of get to the point and keep the story moving. So yeah. So who wants to volunteer to be the starting player?
Well, should we do like our arrival back, Will?
I like that. Maybe we're just walking into the bar.
Walking up to the inn, so we can have a bit of conversation as we're going in.
I like.
Okay. So Dave, do you want to be the one who's kind of setting up the scene, or do you want to resolve the scene? I'm naming you first player.
So basically I just get to narrate one of those things, right? Depending on
so if you're setting up the scene, like you've kind of already set up the scene a little bit.
I've kind of already done part of that. So
Rufus and Dirkus walking in. So so you've set up the scene of you're walking into the tavern, discussing probably what just happened.
We're a bit singed, bit of blood on us, although actually it's mostly not. It's mostly what's the person I killed called? I should probably remember his name.
I call him Sir Harold of Bingo.
Harold Bingo, it's mostly his blood, but I'm not going to tell anyone that. Okay.
Well, I think that's okay. I got an
So
idea.
So about halfway through the scene, we're going to kind of figure out whether the scene's going to end well or poorly for Rufus. So everyone else kind of keep in mind that idea. If you in the audience also want to throw in your votes for whether it's going to end well or bad, go ahead and do that. Don't know if they're going to take your advice or not, but it might still be fun. And take it away.
Okay, so remember, Dirkus, remember the story. Stick to it.
I don't know what to remember. What I remember is I need ale, and I need it now.
Just don't say anything. Leave it to me. I know how to handle this kind of thing. I'm the experienced one here. And I know things didn't quite go like you were hoping, but trust me, it was still fine. It's still fine. I mean, the dragon only comes out every 100 years. It'll be fine. Trust me.
Well, you see, here's the thing. The lady, she's in there. And I don't know if I can keep this up because, she's depending on me for a lot of gold. And we don't have that much.
Look, listen to me, you sniveling little noob. This is something I know all about and you know nothing about. So just keep quiet about it. Otherwise, you see this sword, it might end up, in you. So
Okay, but look, I'm supposed to get married this weekend, and I was supposed to have a lot of gold, and now what I have is like a lot of blood. And
what have we got on
a
us?
little bit of gold.
Look, I've got a gold coin.
Have you met Lady Beatrix?
We'll just tell them this was all there was, and then maybe that'll be enough. It'll be fine. There you go. I'll give you that gold coin. Consider it a loan. Consider it a loan. There you go. Take it. And let's go in.
Well,
huzzah! We have killed the beast.
So, how is this going to end for Rufus?
So we decide, right?
Yeah, you get to decide if it's if it's going to be.
And it's not like hidden or anything. I just say straight up what I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, if we were playing like at a table, we'd all kind of like make eye contact and then just like pass him a die in the middle of it. But it's a little harder when we're doing it remotely.
Yeah, I want it to go well for him.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
Move it. We have those kind of tokens, right? Oh, yep.
Yes,
there we go.
They're tokens. You all should be able to move those around. I can actually move all of your faces to the back so you can kind of put them on top of them.
Okay, yeah, we move it on top of his token.
Yeah. Oh, it's still not working.
It's there. It's next to me. Next to my token.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw it fly.
The layers are weird, I feel like.
They are. They're so weird.
Hey, there it is.
I've now got two. Oh, that's it. I've now got one on. That's it.
There we go. You got one. All right. So now you kind of finish the scene.
Okay. So yeah, I guess Rufus comes in and people are enraptured and amazed. And he is, yes, we faced the great beast, and I did take my mighty blade most merrily and poketh it in the eye. And it did most merrily perish.
Yes, he did. And he must... bartender, ale for everyone.
Ale. Oh, no. Well, okay. You'll have to spend the gold I just gave you.
The whole tavern cheers, welcoming the heroes home.
Ale?
We'll just leave before we have to pay.
So, next one would technically be Mira, kind of going next. So, if you want to set that up, Rebekka.
So we'd be in the tavern as well, probably, or the inn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I'm assuming we're kind of like a little bit off to the side. I might be like just scurrying after my dearest mistress, Beatrix. And yeah, that's kind of where I think we are.
All right. Awesome.
All right. Yeah. My lady, did you remember to put on your socks this morning?
Oh yeah, I only have
I
one.
noticed you had one missing.
Oh, Mira, darling, I told you have to remind me about the socks, or I leave the house with one.
I'm so sorry.
No, Mira. I'm never angry at you, sweet Mira. I only hope that once we are in a position of power, like I have told you we will be, that perhaps we will have a special sock attendant that will handle the socks, and this won't be your problem anymore, Mira. You don't have to be the sock woman.
Yeah, and my lady, I'm not sure if you've realized, but your betrothed has entered the tavern.
Oh yes, I saw him, but I was I'm just so impressed by Rufus. He certainly still has it, doesn't he? After all these years, his leg looks a little wonky, but they seem to have slayed the dragon, don't you think?
Yeah, they certainly do. Do you think we should maybe ask them about your problem?
We perhaps should. I mean, I don't really want to take away from their moment of glory. I mean, I think we can both agree. Dirk probably needs this. He
yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's
Anything you say, ma'am.
Yeah, he's. I mean, he has plenty of money. I know you don't necessarily think that he's the brightest sock in the sock drawer. You
No,
see.
definitely not.
But he certainly is wealthy. We've seen that. We know that about him. If that's about all we know, his letter was very nice that he wrote me. Didn't you think it was very romantic?
Yeah, very, very nice. A little bit much, if I may say so, ma'am.
Well,
but yes.
he's like a little like a little puppy. And the thing about little puppies is you can get them to do whatever you want with the proper incentives. And I think that you can help me train this little puppy, and it will benefit both of us. I really do believe that.
Yeah, definitely.
So how do we want this scene to end for Mira? Remember, it's Mira that's going to be getting the die. And actually, Rufus needs to pass his die off to someone else.
Oh.
So how will poor, overworked Mira deal with what's happening?
Mira does a lot of listening.
Are you asking Rufus or are you asking both of us? I can't
Both of
Everybody.
you.
Right.
Actually, and anyone can weigh in pretty much, except the person who is like setting up the scene. So
I feel like I want it to end well for her.
okay.
I do.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I'm sure this will eventually switch and everything will be badly for everybody, but
Can't go well forever.
right. At least for now. We're burning
Yes,
through that
you're
go
gonna-
well thing.
You're gonna run out of the white dice eventually.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
So okay, so conclude your scene, and then we'll pass the dice out to whoever you want to give it to.
Okay, ma'am. What should we do now?
Well, like I said, I guess it would be appropriate to go agree to my betrothed after his moment of victory. They look they're sort of gross right now, but I suppose we can overlook that.
Yes, of course. We just overlook it.
All right. So Rufus and Mira need to pass their dice to someone else on the table. It can
What
be
are
to
the
anyone you like.
implications of that? Does it? Well, I don't know yet. I guess I'll figure that out.
Yeah, it's not. You can. It's just kind of part of the game. You're trying to, set people up with different kinds of colors and.
Yeah, and at the moment, because they haven't got anything, it's not going to make that much difference.
No, it's not really going to make too much difference. In the first half of the game, it's not super important, but.
Okay, well, I'll just give it to my erstwhile student.
Well,
Okay. Where is Mira putting her die?
I will give my die back to Mr. Swagger, I think.
Ah,
mhm.
very nice. There we go. So, Lady Beatrix is next to either set up or resolve the scene. So,
All right. Well, I think it's time to greet my betrothed.
So Beatrix and Dirkus, that seems to be the scene right here. So take it away.
Darling, it seems like you were victorious over that horrible dragon.
Oh, can you tell? My love, it was glorious.
Yes, it looks very no hugging right now.
No.
You're a little washed up.
Will you please excuse me for 1 second?
Oh, darling,
Oh,
I was
that's
so
better.
impressed when you bought that round for the entire bar. Oh, it's just so exciting that you're able to do that.
Well, it won't be the last, my love. But there's one thing I have to tell you.
Anything, darling.
I have to go back and get the rest of the gold.
And why ever is that so, darling?
Well, as I've learned from the great Rufus, it's better to survive than it is to thrive, if you know what I mean. But the good news is, the dragon is dead.
Oh,
But
excellent.
The gold is still a little to be determined.
So all you have to do is just pop right in there, dead dragon, and grab all of the gold.
That's right, my love, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to accomplish this before the wedding. But will you excuse me for 1 second?
All right, how's
yes,
the scene ending for Beatrix?
It sort of feel well. It depends what I suppose. It depends what a good ending is. Feels like she's kind of swallowing deception quite readily, which probably
she's been
But,
kind of tricked.
I feel like it should go bad for her.
So let's just say badly and see what that,
All right,
see how
all
that
right.
takes us.
Well, as a reminder, all of our numerous vendors do need payment in full on the day of the wedding, darling. So as long as you just pop right in there, dead dragon, no problem whatsoever. Right?
Well, I'm sure the great Lady Beatrix would be able to potentially renegotiate on some of the, the catering and the mutton and the ale.
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you and the great Rufus are going to be able to handle that. And she kind of like touches his shoulder, but like doesn't want to touch all the like blood and grossness. And it's just like, I'm sure you've got this. Don't worry, darling.
I got this. I got this. Will you excuse me for just one second?
Okay.
I got this.
So Beatrix has to pass her die out to someone.
I am going to. Who hasn't initiated a scene yet?
It's just Dirkus.
Okay, so I will pass that along there.
Perfect. So it's Dirkus's turn to have a scene.
Yeah.
Do you want to set up? Do you want to resolve?
I will resolve. Do I get to pick with whom, or you do that?
So everyone else kind of gets to pick and set up the the scenario in that case.
Yeah, I'm going to resolve. I'm
Okay.
quite fascinated by the reverse engineering.
All right. So where do you guys want to put him?
Is he resolving with like the bad die, or
He can choose basically in the
Okay,
middle of the
okay.
scene whether he wants it to go well or poorly. And he's kind of got one of each color, so he can choose whether he wants to double down on the bad ending. Part of the game is that if you have a lot of black dice in the end and you roll a really high number, you actually do come out of it okay. It's just usually the black resolutions are a little bit worse than the white resolutions. So kind of go for whatever you want.
He could be back kind of reporting to me what he said to Beatrix, I suppose.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Seemed logical.
And
Okay,
just take
so-
your die whenever you want and pass it off to someone else.
Oh, you know what, Allie? It'll probably be easier if you're talking to me.
Yeah.
Would you mind doing it for me? Just because I'm having way too much fun with the one
Oh, sure.
screen, and I don't want, we don't.
Yeah,
need,
absolutely.
We don't need the Twitch stream to blow up because I'm trying to move a digital die somewhere.
Yeah. No worries. Just
so,
let me know which
yes.
color you want and where.
I would like to give a white die to my beloved.
Okay.
Hopefully she'll remember this. We'll see. Because it might be the only thing she's getting. So we'll see.
All right. Take it
We'll
away, Prince.
Okay.
Noob.
So I
Okay.
sort of, make nice and sort of, yes. And I
Rufus
sort of
is still-
I come back up to the bar.
And then I
Right.
did this, and then you
Yeah.
have to do
Wait,
it the other way
Rufus,
around, otherwise
Rufus.
it doesn't go in.
Rufus!
Yes,
Rufus!
yes. I'm currently quite busy. I'm just explaining.
I can see that.
No,
We have a
double. You have
problem.
to twist it. Oh, sorry. What?
We have a problem.
What kind of problem?
I'm getting married and I don't have any money.
Oh, I told you that'll be all right. Just did
No,
you not
you
give her
don't
the gold
understand.
coin?
The lady, the good lady, my lady, the future Duchess of Noob. She has paid for everything or has made promises to pay for the entire wedding. And that's in 48 hours. And I just spent all the gold on beer.
48 hours.
What are we
I
going
wonder
to
if
do?
you could get a high-paid job by the hour.
What? There's no, excuse that royal intrusion. There's no, do you think there's like There's no Uber drivers in the land of noob.
I believe they're
You could
looking
get
for
a job.
a barman here. You could get a job here for the next 48 hours. Will that pay for it?
No, you don't understand. We have to go back into the dungeon. And
Can't go back. The dragon's there.
If you don't lead me back into the dungeon, then perhaps the legend of Rufus Cockswagger will be more cock than swagger.
But there's the body as well. People will see that he didn't die from the dragon.
Body schmoddy. I need gold. What am I supposed to do? Look at her. She won't even touch me.
This isn't going to end well.
Oh,
I
all
guess I'll
right.
have another beer, but I can't afford one.
Okay. So, back around to Rufus.
Okay, so what I just set up some kind of scene.
Mhm.
How do we
But wait, did we resolve that scene, Allie?
I feel like you did. I feel like
Okay.
you basically made the decision to go back to the Dragon's Lair.
Okay,
and
that's fine. I just wanted to
figure it out.
I'm just the Dirkus here. I don't know. All right.
Yeah, Fiasco, you don't have to show like all of the little moments. It's not exactly like a role-playing game in that respect.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
like every
Thank you. That's helpful.
every
can, like,
moment
skip
needs to be
ahead
kind
and-
of on screen. You can kind of like do scenes and flashbacks and all that kind of stuff as you want.
Okay. Okay.
Well, what else could Rufus be doing? Like, if we're gonna go, are we gonna go back then? Are we gonna do a scene there, but maybe not yet? I don't know how this is going.
Well, I mean, do you want a suggestion, Dave?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Rufus
Well,
would do next.
maybe there's a way to convince Lady Beatrix to not be so demanding about the money, or you have money somewhere else, or there's ways to solve this money problem without going into the dungeon and revealing all of your sordid details.
Yeah, I guess that makes the most sense.
All right. Well, that sounds
I
like
also feel badly for the beautiful handmaiden because I don't want her to be left out. And her socks.
So that sounds like Rufus is going to get to resolve that scene since it's kind of been set up for him. So that could potentially be pretty good. So take it away. And like I said, when you feel like you're ready to kind of figure out whether your character is ending it well or not, take the die, pass it out to someone.
Okay. My lady. Could I just have a word with you about young Dirkus?
Oh yes, young Dirk. How did he do? How was he with the dragon?
Oh, he was yeah. So I think he's been talking to you a bit about money.
Yes. Oh, he sorted everything out with me. He told me that you just have to go back in there and grab the money, and the dragon is very, very, very dead. So no worries about that. He said you'll be back in there before the day of the wedding and in 2 days. So don't worry about that. It sounds like it was quite an adventure for you both.
Yeah, you see, he's just very young, and he doesn't really understand these things. But yeah, we killed the dragon, but there just wasn't. I don't think there's much in there. I don't think it's worth us going back. I'm not sure. He didn't seem to have much gold. Not all of the dragons do. So I think it might be better if you just look for a different way of getting that money. Yeah, I mean, can you get a job as a barmaid or something?
Well, I don't really job, but that's a lovely suggestion. I'm sure that there's something to scrounge up in there. I'm sure that there's at least a few pieces of gold. Certainly, he told me there was gold. He described the beautiful gold to me in that the dragon had.
Well, maybe he might have been looking at rocks. It's quite easy when you're not an experienced adventurer to mistake gold and rocks. Very easy to get them confused.
Yes, I can see that. I can see that for him, but he was very confident. He was very confident about this gold. He was so confident he was drinking his celebratory ale in quite the quantity in front of me. So I think he was feeling really, really great about it. So you're going to be a dear and just like scoot back in there, right? I mean, after all, I'm just so impressed that he was able to go on an adventure with you. You're Rufus. You're a legend. And actually, Mira and I were just talking about how you still have it. You still got it, Rufus. And it's very impressive. So I'm sure you can be a dear and just scoot back in there for us, can't you?
Well, I guess.
Rufus! Rufus!
Of course. Yes, why not?
Excellent. Oh, do you all hear? They're going back to grab the gold. Another round, and put it on dear Dirkus's bill. The Kingdom of Noob is paying for this celebration. And Beatrix will order another round on
I love
Dirkus
that.
and Crab.
All right, so how do you think it ended for Rufus?
Probably not great.
I think that was worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Not well.
So you get a black die, you get to give it to someone else, so you kind of get to ruin someone else's night.
Okay. Oh, well. I was going to give it to Beatrix. Actually, I'll give it to Mira, who hasn't got any dice yet. There you go.
Perfect. Okay, well, it's Mira's turn for a scene next.
Okay, so I don't really know where to start this. Can I have it? Yeah, I don't know. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, you could resolve, right? And we could suggest something.
Yeah. Can we resolve it? Thanks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mira would either be checking in with Beatrix or possibly she's I think maybe the smartest character here. So I think she might be trying to kind of figure out what's actually going on. So I think she would talk to either Rufus or Dirkus maybe to see what she can figure out about what's going on with the gold situation.
And I certainly wouldn't mind a conversation with Mira so that maybe she could help me influence Beatrix or not. I don't know. Depends on how you want to resolve it. What do you think? Does that work? I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I think it sounds like a great idea. And I think that she would probably have noticed that Dirkus is the lesser of the two. And probably try to.
And he's also I'm also on my fourth beer in about 10 minutes.
Right. So trying to get a real understanding for why there is no gold.
But
we'll find it obvious.
All right.
So I'm just
then.
All right. I just got my fourth beer.
Okay.
And I'm starting to drink it.
Hey, Dirkus.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Mira. Oh.
So, about this this dragon situation.
Yeah.
Tell me about how that made you feel. Killing the dragon and all that.
Well, I think you can see that it made me feel scared shitless.
Really? Wow. Tell me about that.
Rufus, he don't got it anymore.
What?
In fact, he couldn't even get his sword out of that ridiculous holster of his. I was the one that had to kill the dragon.
You killed the dragon?
I did kill the dragon.
How?
But he swore to me that I couldn't tell anybody. That he had to take the credit because he's the great Rufus Cockswagger, and I'm just the noob.
But Dirkus, how did you know it? How did you manage to kill? I mean, I don't doubt your gifts, but you're not as experienced as Rufus, and you know how the Cockswagger legend is.
Yes, it's a legend, but that's all it is, a legend.
Yeah, but
he trained me well. My Mira. I was ready for the battle, but I was expecting some assistance.
You can't honestly expect me to believe there was no gold, at all, in that dragon lair.
What am I supposed to do? The beautiful lady is expecting money, and we don't have a choice. There's got to be gold there. I have to go back to the dungeon.
Yeah, but why didn't you take it with you in the first place?
Well, it's complicated.
Yeah, but I don't understand why it's so complicated, Dirk.
Excuse
I
me,
know
just-
that you're,
just one- just one.
you're probably going through a lot of emotions right now, and I understand how difficult it must be, especially after killing your first dragon. Everyone's nervous their first time. I understand, but you gotta just, let it go and just come to terms with the fact that you've killed a dragon now.
Okay, if I tell you something, do you promise not to tell anybody? Do you promise?
Yeah, not with my voice.
Okay. So just lean in a little closer.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. Rufus accidentally killed the third member of our party.
Way.
That's why he can't go back into the dungeon, because then everyone will see that there's a dead adventurer as well as a dead dragon.
What a
But see, he's that Rufus. He's so evil, and he's not as good as he thinks he is. In fact, he kind of has a limp. He's not quite as athletic as he used to be.
Well, Dirkus, thank you so much for sharing this with me. It must have been tough.
I know. Well, tough. I mean, look at me.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you felt you could trust me, and I think that this trusting relationship between us is really good for us. So yeah, let's keep it this way, huh?
Okay, but I just have to figure out a way to get the lady the riches that she deserves.
Yeah, you know what? I totally agree. She deserves riches, but at what cost? Take care of yourself, Dirkus. That's all I'm saying.
At what cost?
That was awesome. Mira learned some secrets.
I just thought we're playing big or we're playing.
Oh yes, this is exactly how you're supposed to play Fiasco.
Okay, well that's nice of you to
You guys
say.
are doing amazing. So Rebekka, how did this end for Mira? How do you think it ended?
I think it ended really well for Mira.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah.
So you can take your white die and pass it off to someone else.
Okay, I would like to pass my white die over to Beatrix.
Okay.
All right. Everything's coming up Beatrix somehow. Improbably.
That's always how it works out. All right, so it's Beatrix's scene next. So do you want to resolve? Do you want to set it up? What's your choice?
I think I'll resolve, although I guess we know how it'll end, but yeah, I'll let you all set it up.
All right. Who's got an idea?
Well, I mean, information is power, and Mira has information. I don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
saying she has to do it to do anything, but
Yeah. Mira
I'm-
understands that Beatrix is delusional. So I don't know if she would be super upfront with the information immediately, but she'd probably try to convince her that maybe these guys are not worth spending time with.
well, and also there's the Rufus information that you have that you could be using again. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that she probably would try to convince her that, but at the same time, she doesn't want to she's not a bad person. I mean, you said you're right. But should
All
I
right,
say go
that sounds
gossip
like a good
to
scene.
Beatrix? Is that what's gonna happen now?
Is what?
Are we gonna do some is Beatrix gonna end up in a gossipy situation with Mira now? Is that what's happening?
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
sounds like
Yes, so.
that sounds good.
Okay.
And where is yeah, no, I'm just wondering
Wow,
about
this
who's
smoking
who's trying
corpse
to
has
go
got a
back.
lot of action tonight. I tell you.
Who's gonna are they thinking of going back to the Dragon's Lair as well? I don't know who's thinking of going. Are they planning to go accompany Dirkus? Was that the idea, or is I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think
Anyway.
maybe Mira might try to convince her that it's important to keep an eye out on them, and yeah, we'll see how Beatrix translates that in her delusional mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh?
Sounds awesome.
Okay, so Beatrix, come here.
Oh, yeah.
You go to the
What?
ladies' room.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So
we must powder our noses, yes.
Yes. Okay. Listen, my lady. I don't mean to come off as too abrasive or whatever, but I think maybe your assessment of Mr. Coxswager's daring is off. I've just spoken to your I've just spoken to your betrothed, and he says that he isn't as much of a adventurer as he was before, and that to be honest, he might even have a limp.
Oh, well, yes. Well, that's what made it so impressive was the slight limp. But then
No.
he
He didn't. But he said. I can't say more. I can't.
Does that mean that he did not slay?
You gotta just keep an eye on him, all right?
Oh my goodness. Well, this certainly does not mean that Dirkus killed the dragon. Does it?
I didn't say it, ma'am. I didn't say it.
Well, that's thank you, Mira. This seems like maybe it's kind of a funny misunderstanding, but did he say anything about the gold that we're gonna have?
Yes, he said that there was most certainly gold left.
Oh, well, then it's no problem, Mira. I mean, perhaps Rufus needs a little ego boosting. It's understandable. Men of his age, might enjoy regaling in the tales of slaying the dragon, even if a much more inexperienced adventurer is the one that actually did it. But regardless, the gold is there. We're going to have the gold, and that's what we truly care about anyway, right?
Yes, but ma'am, I'm not entirely sure you want to go there.
Oh yeah, we're not going to go there. They're going to go fetch it for us.
Right. I hope you agree with me that that's the best course of action.
Well, I certainly think that we will have our goals one way or the other, and I appreciate, as always, your input, Mira. I would never remember to wear socks if it were not for you, but understand I'm doing this for both of us. You have given me many, many years of loyal service, and I want you to have your own sock reminder person. Yes, that's right. I think that is what you deserve, Mira. For all of your service, there will be somebody to remind you to put on your socks, and then that will make it so much easier for you to remind me to put on my socks. I think that's what you deserve, Mira. Your very own royal sock reminder. Yes.
Oh,
that is what we will have when we have this gold. So you see, it's very important that we acquire it.
Right. Of course, it's very important that we acquire the gold. I just feel like we gotta watch out for Mr. Coxswager. He's a shifty fellow.
Yes. I'm very disappointed to hear this, but you've always been a fantastic judge of character and of everything. You know so much, Mira. That I will keep an eye on him just for you, just for the purpose of our shared sock fund.
Aww.
Okay, so how did that end for Matrix? Kelly, how do you think it ended for her?
I think that ended. I mean, she didn't get the information of what actually happened with the murder, but I'm not even sure she cares about the murder. Like, I feel like she's just hearing she's going to get everything she wants still. Like, she's not been dissuaded from. She's a little disappointed about Rufus, but she's not dissuaded that she's going to get what she wants.
Okay, so that kind of ended well for her then. I
would say so, yeah.
Cool. So who do you want to give your die to?
I will give it to, I'm going to go ahead and give it to, let's give it back to Rufus.
All right. We're going to have a lot of bad resolutions in the second half of this, which is always the best way to do it. I mean, everything goes wrong after the middle. All right, so it is Dirkus's turn, and this is the last scene before the tilt. So after the tilt, there's going to be some new stuff that comes in, and
I feel that I feel that it's time for maybe Dirkus and Rufus to talk again. But I'm not sure. I'm open. I'm open to. I think I'm going to resolve. So I'll leave it up to you guys. I should have said that first. Probably.
All right. So, what kind of terrible situation do we want to put Dirkus in?
Well, what would he be trying to do now? He's very drunk now, one thing, right?
Yes.
He's trying to... So maybe, is he now just feeling that they should go back to the dragon's lair straight away? Maybe he's even forgotten that the dragon isn't dead now because he's just so drunk and he just wants to go back straight away. I don't know.
Yes.
Or is he trying to get Rufus to leave immediately to go back there now that things have gone in that direction?
I don't know. Either one of those sounds awesome.
Or can he be doing anything else with somebody else? I think. I don't know. I guess he can be. I mean, he can be with Rufus trying to get him to. I guess that's what he wants, right?
Yeah. You can even do like a. We could skip to the point where they've already like gone back to the Dragon's Lair, or we could do a flashback of like what happened over the course of it,
in the Dragon's Lair when they were there the first time.
Yeah.
Could do that. Don't know.
This could be the decision to bring everyone back to the Dragon's Lair, to prove that the dragon is dead. I don't know.
I mean, I guess we could either skip to us having left the inn, supposedly going back to the Dragon's Lair, and maybe the others are like actually trying to watch us or check what we're doing. I don't know, but
like you're kind of leading the way and having a hushed conversation about what you're going to do once you get to the lair and it's clear that something is very wrong.
Well, yeah, I mean, if we're just walking away, if we say, oh, we're going there and we're walking away, but then I don't know if Mira and Beatrix, well, Mira maybe is more suspicious and wants to keep an eye on us or not, or what?
Well, you're not walking away, you're limping away.
limping at speed, limping with vigor.
Oh, vim and vigor.
I think it would make sense if we were following, Mira, because she's on to like what's up, and I think Beatrix would just like really wants to like see that gold now. Maybe the bartender's asking for like the gold for a second round of drinks, and we're like, BRB.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're all leaving. Yeah, he's asking for the payment, and we're all leaving.
Right. We're like,
we'll be left our wallets in the carriage.
We left
I'll be back in a minute. So me and Dirkus are leaving, and we've told you we're going to Dragon's Lair, but we don't know that you are actually also following us at the moment.
Oh, yes. I like that.
Yeah,
Right.
I like it.
we're off, sir.
Okay, so we're outside the inn, walking along. So
We're
back we
get
go.
that dragon, and we're gonna get him good.
No, we're not.
Oh yeah, we are.
This way. Let's get back to the Dragon's Lair quickly, Dirkus. I'm just shouting that. I think they can hear us at the inn, right? Here we go. We'll be there soon.
Dragon, come out! Come out, dragon!
Right.
I
Dirkus.
will slay thee.
Oi. Goblin liquor. This way.
Dragon.
This way.
Dragon.
Dragging him to the side. We're not actually gonna quite go back in. We could go this way, and we'll find another way of acquiring some money very quickly.
There's gold?
There is gold. Yeah, there's a road down there, and I'm sure some gold will be going past on wheels pretty soon that we can take.
Well, King Dorcas, he told me there's a mine. There's a mine down there. Yeah, there's maybe some gold.
Yeah, you see? And so
we don't need no stinking dragons.
Exactly, but that's not what we tell anybody else, okay?
Oh,
So,
sorry, went
come
down
on.
the wrong pipe.
Let's get down to that mine and see if we can get some of this gold. Let me just put my sword away. I'm not going to be needing this.
Be careful. Remember the last time. Rufus, careful. Rufus.
Not as easy as it used to be putting my sword back. I did it that was on purpose, really. I just wanted to check that you were supposed to catch me. It was a test.
I reached out and I guess I had my beer gloves on.
Oh, God. Okay, come on, follow me.
Gold! I must get gold for my lady.
Where did your father say the gold mine is exactly? Is it just over there?
There's a mine.
How many people do you think would be at this mine?
Is there a night shift?
Oh, we can handle it. We can handle it.
Oh, no.
We can handle it.
To the mines!
No! Shh! To the dragon! To the dragon! Sorry, we meant the dragon.
To the mines!
Shush! Don't shout about the mines.
Oh. To the mines.
Okay. So we're ambling off towards some mines.
Yes, and Beatrix and Mira are close behind, probably wondering why they're heading in the opposite direction of
We just watch Rufus fall down and roll down a hill.
Yeah, the only reason I stay upright is because I'm not limping. And I say that respectfully.
Come back.
Well, no, it's like alcohol and limp. Alcohol and alcohol is bad enough.
So Dirkus, how did that scene go for you in particular?
Well, the way I thought about it was, I need gold, and I've sort of, as I think Kelly said it. Sorry, my lady, that I've had too much to drink, and so I don't even remember maybe most of what has actually happened at this point. But now my focus is on looking forward, which is the wedding and paying and turning a lady into a duchess. On schedule, as promised.
Okay, we're running out of good ending things, aren't we?
Well, I think that's why I came up with the mind thing, just because who knows what will happen, but at least it prevents Rufus from having to rediscover his friendly fire and whatever. So
True. So who are you going to pass that die off to?
Who, me?
Yes.
I'm definitely sending a black die to Rufus. Oh, it's on.
All right. So we've reached the tilt. So what you guys need to do is you're going to roll your dice now. It's basically you just have to select the dice that you have, just like draw a box around them, right click, and then there's a tab that says multi-sided, and just pick random side, and that'll roll them. They're just 6-sided. Not the middle dice, but just your own dice.
And then just hit random? Okay.
Yep, hit random.
Oh, wait, did I give my black die to Rufus yet?
Yes.
I did, okay. So I'll pick my 2 and right click, and what could go wrong?
Okay. So now you basically total up your dice. So you have a white 2 and a black 1. You subtract the lower number or the lower color from the higher color, and that's your ending color.
Okay.
After you roll them.
So that would be a white 1.
Yes.
I didn't see the black one actually roll. That's why I'm a little confused.
It did roll.
Oh, it did. Okay.
It did. Yeah. It's just that, obviously 1 is one of the numbers on a D6.
Yeah, good point. That's a really good point.
So everyone's got to roll.
How do I do it again? If I click on a token, I get these.
Oh my. So you just drag, Dave, can you drag across them and then select them?
Wait, so are we rolling the dice that we have on us now?
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
but I don't get any option to roll anything.
Oh my goodness, Beatrix.
I know, really, Beatrix. Dave, if you right click them, and then can you right click on them after you drag across them? Like after you select them?
I can control click, but it's not doing anything on map.
Could I just roll in Roll20 with a normal roll with a
If
D6?
if you want to do that,
Dave,
that's
Yeah,
totally
I
fine.
could just do that.
The
Yeah.
dice roller. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just roll 3d6.
I just like that Beatrix rolled 2 white 6s.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm at 0 now.
No, actually,
Oh, you're at 12.
You're at 12.
That means
Oh
like
wait, we're adding. I thought we were subtracting. Why did
Well,
I?
but-
Oh, it's subtracting black
It's
from
the
white.
colors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you total
white
up the 2 separate colors and then do that. So your
and
white is
Oh.
4 and 2.
all right, so white
Then black.
6 for Rufus got a white 6. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 6 for white and
Oh,
1
2.
for black.
Okay, and then 1 for black. Perfect. So, we have a
Poor Mira.
white
I
1.
know. I feel so bad.
Poor Mira.
A
This
white
Mira's the
1,
best
a white
person.
5, a white 12, and a black 3. So, Beatrix and Mira get to choose the tilt.
Dun dun.
Ooh.
So I put a handout in Roll20 that you should all be able to get to and look at, where I've kind of just put some of the rules, and then I put a picture of the tilt tables. You can click it to kind of make it bigger so you can see it.
Can we not look at it, Allie?
No, everyone can look at it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and anyone can look at it. So now, just like how we decided your relationships and the details for that, you're each going to pick a category that you want the to happen in this, in the second half of this game, and then you're going to choose you're gonna choose the other person's detailed choice in that category, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So the first thing we're going to do is I'll do it for you. We're going to roll these dice in the middle. And now these are your choices to choose the tilts.
Like the category.
Yes. So
Okay, so it's like the mayhem, tragedy, innocence, cult.
Wait, I
category.
don't see the handouts. Is that in the?
Oh, I know why.
Oh wait, I
because-
see it. Sorry.
Okay, good. I didn't have you hadn't joined the Roll20 game until it started. So I was like, I put it to all players. Hopefully you'll be able to.
Yeah, I see it.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have anything to choose from.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. So.
And then again, we're going to use up 4 of those numbers basically. So your choices will get less as we go along.
Okay, what category do you think's good, Kelly?
I want to go
Choosing one each,
with.
right?
Sorry, what was that?
You're choosing one each, aren't you?
I think so. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with innocence.
Innocence? Okay.
Hmm.
And then that takes away the 3 die, right?
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
So I'll move it down there.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to move it over here actually, and then. So now you can choose either to pick a specific thing within the innocence category, or choose your category that you wanna have.
I think I want to pick 5 on innocence. Love rears its ugly head.
Ooh.
But we haven't determined for who.
Right.
Yes, could be for anyone.
Yep.
All right. I'm just writing this down.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a.
No, I know. I'm just. It's
A
just
little
me being a nerd who likes to write things down.
No, me too.
Yeah.
All right, so now we need our second category.
Should I pick the category this time since you did it last time, Kelly?
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds good.
that's how it works.
Okay, cool. Then I want to pick guilt.
Ooh.
So that's
Powerful.
4.
What could go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with
1, 2, or 6.
a showdown.
No.
Ooh.
The guilt showdown. Will there be a runway? Will there be a fashion contest?
Okay. So now that is basically the inciting incident that changes the story. So we can kind of decide as a group like what exactly is going to happen, or we can kind of play it out in the scenes. But kind of keep those in mind as we're going now into our second group of scenes. So we're going to start again with Rufus, and this time when you choose to resolve or you get a die, you're going to keep it. So keep all that stuff in mind as you are writing the story and choosing your scenes. The aftermath works, which is the end of the game, works very similar to the tilt in that you're going to roll your dice and then total up the white and the black, subtract the smaller number from the larger number, and that's your ending. So one color or a lot of one color and a few of another color are really good. Just keep that in mind as well when you're choosing to resolve the scene in your favor or potentially give a die to someone else that you kind of want to see end badly. So.
Did you say one of a lot or no?
Did
you say one of a lot of color?
Yeah. So like I said, like you have one black die and one white die. So like if you roll the same number, you're going to get a 0, and a 0 is pretty much the worst you can get in the game. You're going to end very, very badly. But a high number is what you always want, either of black or white. So keep that in mind. And you can obviously screw over other players by handing them dice if they choose to set up the scene.
Not this group of friends. Come on.
I almost put the softer tilt table in, but I kind of want to see everything go wrong.
No.
All right. So it's Rufus. Rufus gets to have his scene first.
Well, I think either he could see that he's being followed and realize, and then have to have a scene with Mira, maybe, if she's following them.
I catch a sight of Mira.
Yeah.
And have you guys had a scene yet together?
No, I don't think so. And she might have started like laughing or something if she saw someone fall down the hill.
Yeah. So he heard the laughing and then he's like, what was that? Okay.
All right. So there you go. Start the scene.
Dirkus is just ambling around drunk, not really knowing where he is. Or what's
the mines. Sorry.
And I laughed a bit and then like immediately realized what I had done and just kind of like try to hide.
Who's there? Oh, young maid, you should not be out here. There are dangers we are headed towards. Get back to the inn forthwith.
But Rufus, this isn't the way to the dragon's lair. I thought you'd know this.
It isn't? Have we gone wrong?
Yeah,
no.
Yeah,
no, we're just going. This also gets there. It's just it's scenic route. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like scenery. I'm a fan of it.
Yeah. Me too. Sure. This is kind of awkward. So are you gonna go get the dragon's gold or what's?
Yeah. We're gonna get there for sure. We'll be back with that gold. You can just toddle off back to the inn, bless your little heart, and be nice and safe back there while we're out doing the dangerous stuff.
I am definitely not gonna let you leave my sight, Rufus, because you're up to no good.
Oh no, it's just that it's really like dangerous in there. It's like dangerous, like super. Like think about something that's this dangerous, and then add more like this, and it's even more than that dangerous.
Rufus, have you ever milked a cow?
that is one thing I have never tried, actually.
Well, let me tell you something. Cows can crush you with their bodies against the side of the barn. Did you know that?
Whew, cow milking's more dangerous than I thought.
Yeah. So, and I was a milkmaid, so I know danger, and I'm going to make sure you're not up to shenanigans.
Oh, how dare you? I'm Rufus Cockswagger. I'm a legend. I don't get up to shenanigans.
Yeah, whatever.
If you're sure that your experience with cows has equipped you for fighting a dragon, just emphasize they're bigger than cows, then I guess maybe you can come with us.
Okay, cool. Then Beatrix has to come too.
Oh God, the whole invite. Who else is back there? She would be
lost without me, Rufus.
Oh,
have your sock.
Okay.
I have to remind Mira that Rufus just told you that the dragon is not dead.
Oh yeah. Shit. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I didn't catch that. I thought that he was just.
Oh no, he let it slip, and I just want to make sure that is out there on the table.
No, okay, sorry. Turn it back a bit. Mira, realizes that the dragon's not dead and goes super mad. Turns on him and says, "What are you talking about? You said the dragon was dead."
Oh yeah. It is dead. But a cow's not dangerous when they're dead.
No, they're not dangerous when they're dead.
Oh well, dragons are still dangerous when they're dead. You know
why?
That? Oh, they twitch.
I think you're just talking. I think you're just talking nonsense at this point. I don't know what to believe, so I'm just gonna make sure that you're not doing anything you shouldn't be doing. Like running away with our gold.
Everything Rufus does is something he should be doing. That's kind of my motto.
All right. Yeah, so how did this
Mira
end?
Doesn't quite believe the dragon's still alive. Mira kind of thinks that maybe this is just a ploy to get them to steal, to run off with the gold.
So how did this end for Rufus?
Well, not very well, because now he's going to have to go to the dragon's lair rather than the mine.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a good moment. He's got another black die. Mira, it is your turn now.
Oh,
what kind of scene do you want?
It's my. Oh, okay.
It's your scene. So resolve or set up, whatever you want to do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of trouble do we want to put Mira in right now?
I keep looking at the tilt subtitles and trying to figure out how to get them in.
How we're gonna get them in. Yeah, that's true actually.
This is the time when Dirkus reveals he's actually in love with Mira and not Beatrix, or something like that.
That's what I meant.
Rufus and Beatrix run off together to go be con artists. I don't know.
Understand why Dirkus and Rufus can't be in love.
No, or Beatrix and Mira. Yeah, we can.
Or Beatrix and Mira.
Maybe Mira's been in love with Beatrix this whole time and she's trying to
Rufus is in love with himself. Does that count?
Well, I was going to say, Rufus is an expert in self-love. Can that rear its ugly head? Or
that could be narcissism. I mean, it's how you interpret it. That's part of the fun.
Lead to a showdown. Okay.
Well, they don't have to be in the same. Well, I don't know.
No. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's yours. So we're trying to think of a scene for Mira.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is possible to have a scene by yourself or with an NPC who isn't represented.
Okay.
Someone else can play the NPC and do that if you want. That's also an option. It's kind of whatever you guys feel comfortable with. I mean, some people are comfortable monologuing and kind of doing that or just describing the scene. Some people.
Mira, do you want to do a love monologue or do you want to do
a love monologue?
No. That came out very strangely. It must be the 5 ales that I've had. What I meant was, if you have the ability for love to rear its ugly head, then you have the agency to decide who you are in love with. Which you don't have to do if you do it if you're solo.
Right.
That's what I was trying to
yep.
say.
All right, we can do that.
I don't know. I'm just that's what I was trying to say poorly
Okay.
earlier.
Well, I think I can do that. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Take it away.
Yeah. So Mira, after having confronted Rufus, is feeling a little bit like, shaken up. So she like walks over to Beatrix and ponders how lovely her luscious hair is, because this whole time Mira has been totally head over heels in love with Beatrix. Beatrix, she is demanding and stupid, but that's exactly what Mira needs in a partner, because she is the opposite of that. And Mira just doesn't quite know how to break this terrible news to her great love. So she kind of just stares at, looks at her hands and gets a little bit nervous, and eventually she decides that, okay, I've got to just tell her the truth and tell her what's going on here. So she plucks up the courage and walks over and tells her, ma'am, and goes on and tells the story. So that's what happened. Can go into the telling of the story too, but we don't need to repeat either.
What, the story of what just happened, you mean?
Well, I'm sure the lady will have quite a reaction, and that would be a fun scene.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do it then.
But I don't know. I don't know if this is the same scene, Allie, or we have to do it.
Well, so we can kind of make this the next scene, because Mira's poured her heart out. How do you, Rebekka? How do you think that ended for Mira? Do you think it's like a good thing that she finally confessed, or is it bad?
Oh, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's up to Beatrix, to be honest.
No, I think you get to resolve it, though. I mean, the game.
I think it's like how
it's
you
a bad
feel in
thing.
that moment.
Yeah. How does your character feel about it? They feel
bad. The character
Okay.
feels bad.
Bad.
Bad. Yeah.
hard bad. Got it. Oh, I love it. Okay, so it's actually Beatrix's turn next. So, Kelly, if you want to set up the scene or resolve the scene, however you want to do it.
Yeah, I'll set up by saying that I'm just gonna continue the scene that we're in. So I think Beatrix is gonna kind of like take a moment to just like process this, and is like maybe gonna like not kind of awkwardly like not say anything for like maybe like a slightly uncomfortable amount of time, like 50 seconds. And then she's like, "Well, Mira, I didn't know that you felt this way this whole time, but now that you're saying that, is that why you remind me to put on my socks every day?"
Yes, it's because I care. I don't want your feet to get cold.
That is true, and you do remind me that I need to close doors when I leave places, and is that because you don't want anybody stealing my things?
Yeah, but I don't want to draft.
Mira, this is huge news. I'm not sure if anybody has ever cared about me in the way that you have. I certainly haven't seen Dirkus remind me to wear my socks. In fact, I think he also has one sock on right now. Now that I'm observing it, so it perhaps is not his fault. But Mira, you see the problem with this is my royal title can only be restored with riches and with perhaps marrying into royalty, and I'm not sure how we're going to achieve our goals if that doesn't happen for us.
I mean, we could talk to Dirkus and just ask him if he could just give us all wealth.
Perhaps we could,
he does
or
you.
that is true. I think that my wiles and I saw you noticing my hair. I was doing something new with it, so I'm glad that you noticed. Perhaps we can do so. I mean, he is so wealthy. I'm sure that just a mere penance that we would require would be nothing for a man of his caliber. And once we get the gold, which, by the way, I heard you saying something about milking dragons. I didn't know dragons had milk. Is it good?
Yeah. Here's the thing. The dragon isn't dead.
the dragon's dead, Vera. The dragon is dead. The dragon isn't dead. The dragon isn't dead. Oh, well, this certainly is fine.
Yeah.
This is a minor hitch, Mira. We're going to get through this together.
You know,
because
it's gonna be fine, Beatrix. I've already talked to Rufus, and he says he's gonna go fix the problem. We just have to follow him to make sure he doesn't mess up.
Okay, Mira.
We'll
Do you
stay
have
at a safe distance.
Do you have my other sock?
I have your other sock. It's right here.
Can my foot feels cold all of a sudden. Thank you.
Here's your sock.
Oh,
Thank you, Mira.
The special sock for emergencies.
that is beautiful.
So everybody, how did that end for
Wow.
Beatrix?
Love has reared its ugly head. Bless this game. I don't know. How do we think it ended for Beatrix?
Yeah. Is she in a better or a worse position than when that scene started?
I think she's in a better position because she has knowledge and also a sock.
The sock. We can't underestimate the sock.
The truth. The sock is very
Lad,
important.
really.
Well, and she
Alright.
began the scene. She began the scene. One person in love. One person less was in love with her when the scene started, and now
True.
one person more is in love with her when the scene ended.
Very true. All right, that's a
I
white
don't know how
die.
you feel about that, Katie, but I mean,
For
I'm sorry.
Beatrix.
I don't know who Katie is.
Katie, our other unmentioned player.
Yeah.
Team Katie.
Blame everything on Katie. It's fine.
Sorry.
No, that's true. That was very poetic.
All right. So Dirkus is his scene is next. So what's gonna happen?
I'm gonna resolve. I'm more fascinated about what you guys are gonna come up with.
All right.
So, do we think he where is he right now? Where?
Yeah, what is he doing? Is he just in a
Well,
ditch? Like
The mine.
Yeah, he's kind of in a drunken stupor, and
The
I noticed
mines.
Mira and kind of went off, and he
I
left
must get to
him.
the mine.
Yeah, he's doing that, like shouting about the mine. But
Yeah.
I guess he's probably seen me walking off in the actual direction of the dragon's lair now. So I guess he's going to start ambling the same direction.
Okay.
So either he can talk to either of you, I suppose, or me. I mean, he's like,
or just
there.
have a drunken monologue.
Or have a drunken monologue. Should we just throw him into a drunken monologue and see what we'll
Maybe he's not.
Let's see how it plays out.
Maybe he's not aware of the directional change either. He just keeps following you, so he doesn't know where you're headed.
Yeah, he does. He's just follow me. He doesn't.
Right.
He has mine and dragon in his head and doesn't really
Well,
know.
right.
Anymore, but yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
so-
I'm just a noob. I follow Rufus wherever.
Right. So maybe you're not aware that we're headed towards the dragon's lair at all.
Okay.
So it could be a huge
All right.
surprise for you. Yeah.
Love
All
it.
right.
So drunken monologue, is it?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Hold on. The mines. Yeah. Rufus. Excuse me. We gotta get. Okay. There was a dragon. And gold. And wait, Rufus. What? We need gold. We need gold. Dragons. Well, I hope we don't find the dead guy. That would be weird. But I must find gold for my leg.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
no!
Oh no!
Passed out. That's it. It's too much. He's so drunk, he's just passed out.
You just passed out.
He's actually in the ditch now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That was him falling in.
I'd say that ended poorly for him.
I think
Oh,
that was.
Oh, definitely.
That was.
Rupert goes and
Dragon!
Just picks up where he left
Rupert's
off.
dragging
He
him out
comes
of
out of
the
the
ditch by
ditch
his
and just
leg.
picks up where he left off.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting up with that.
Yeah. That was great.
Oh, okay,
Just
thanks.
falling in a ditch.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Well, Rufus can fall in a ditch. I can fall in a ditch.
Exactly.
I'm gonna guess that I got the -5. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you can say it. I mean, you can
Oh.
try to resolve it well for you, but I feel like
I think I deserve it, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
okay. All right. So Rufus's second scene. Remember that we're moving towards a climax. So
With
so
well,
think about that kind of stuff.
I guess we're getting to the dragon's lair.
Mhm.
And Rufus is kind of looking behind him, hoping that his followers might have stopped following at some point, but they haven't.
I think we're like, go on.
And he's dragged Dirkus out of the ditch and is kind of, I don't know, trying to get it into. He's now following him drunkenly, I suppose. So I guess that's where he is.
Okay.
Who do we do this scene with?
Well, it depends. Do you want to set it up or do you want to resolve it?
I guess I'll go for resolve it, and then So put Rufus with somebody or whatever.
Are the dragon and or the dead body NPCs we can throw into the mix?
Yes, you can absolutely throw them into the mix.
But I was kind of thinking that maybe Beatrix would have something to say to Rufus now that she knows the extent of his lies. But I don't know. She might be mad. There's supposed to be
that could be the
confrontation there at
showdown.
some
I mean,
point.
yeah.
Do you think she'd be mad at Rufus, or do you think she'd be mad at Dirkus though?
Ooh, yeah.
Because Dirkus, she thought that he was like after, and especially after. This isn't necessarily fair to Dirkus, but like the reason she was impressed with Dirkus was because Mira said, based on her information, said that Dirkus was the one that actually slayed the dragon.
Right.
So it comes to find out that like the dragon is alive and Dirkus did not slay the dragon.
And where my money?
Yeah. So I
Right.
think she has more reasons to be mad at Dirkus right now than at Rufus.
Yeah.
Because I think we just watched Rufus fall into a ditch and laughed at him. So I think
Yeah.
I think maybe he's
remember
suffered
that
enough.
Mira and Beatrix have a need to fly away with everyone else's treasure. So
Right.
their end game now might be, well, let's throw these guys to the dragon, sneak in and
throw
take the
them
money for ourselves,
under the dragon
run
bus,
away to a tropical island and buy a noble ship for
And
each
be
of
in
us.
be in love, and that's all good.
Well, so we could be trying to force Rufus and Dirkus into the dragon's lair on their
Oh
own.
yeah, we can do a scene with like more than 2 people.
Oh
right?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should play that out with everyone because I feel like this is kind of a pivotal moment.
Do we have any weapons?
Clearly, Rufus does. I have my weapon right here, Mira. No.
All right. So
maybe Beatrix could charm Dirkus into going in, and then we just have to figure out how to get Rufus in.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay. And then Dave, remember that you get to resolve how it happens for your character. So keep that in mind while you're in the scene.
I think I'm passed out in the ditch still, is what it sounds like.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, maybe
Okay.
maybe Dirkus is out of commission.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I'm
let's
gonna
try to
so you
charm
could be there.
Rufus,
I don't know.
guess.
You could be there and drunk if you want.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. But clearly, I'm the fourth person in this
Right.
quadrangle.
I was thinking that you would be really easy to get into the cave. It would be more difficult to get Rufus.
Are you-
in. So
Mhm.
if we put you in first, then we could get Rufus.
Well,
to
Rufus
follow.
has got no choice but to go in now because you're right behind him, aren't you? Or following
All right.
him.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
let you guys go. Go ahead.
He's striding confidently towards it, hoping you're going to turn around, looking at still there. oh.
So
Just going in. Just going in.
I can't wait to see you in action, Rufus. I'm very excited to observe what your skills with that sword that you're so skillful with, the way you've been wielding it in the bar and just swinging it around. It's so impressive. Clearly a master swordsman.
It is quite something to see me in action. So yeah.
Yes,
Prepare to be impressed.
Beatrix takes a step back as he just is wildly swinging the sword.
Right. That's a good idea.
So, do you? I think and Mira is Mira? You said you knew, right? Mira, was this where they needed to go in?
yes, this is exactly where they need to go, and just beyond here and across just around this little bend. Directly into the dragon's lair.
It is a little smoky in there, so it's hard to see. So you could just wait around here if you like.
No. We're gonna follow you to the very edge, aren't we, Beatrix?
Yes. We would love to. It's always been a dream of mine since I was a girl to see the great Rufus in action, and I certainly can't give up that opportunity. I mean, Mira, you're a huge fan too, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Yes. You told me many stories about milking cows and listening to the adventures of the great Rufus.
Yeah, we used to sing the song of Rufus.
Oh yes, the song of Rufus. Yes. How did that go again?
Oh, I'm sure Rufus knows.
Dragons!
Oh, Rufus Cockswagger, see him fight and see him win. Oh, Rufus Cockswagger, he'll come back with the gold again. That song.
Yes,
Was it that one?
That one. Yes. And Beatrix is gonna start to hype him up, like, oh, Rufus Cockswagger,
Rufus
sword and all,
Cockswagger.
going on, he's got his sword and
Dirkus
it is
stumbles in
very
and he
good.
just Dirkus goes like this. Dirkus is like, what is that? This terrible dog.
Oh, I see.
God.
I see that you're awake.
Yes,
and Beatrix is going
the
to
dragons.
again, like, not really touch him, but just kind of like dust him off a little bit. Like, look at you. You're good. You're good to go, right? You are.
Yes,
you are
my
good to go.
lady. The dragons await.
Yes, and she's just gonna kind of like push him like toward the entrance physically.
And I'm just I'm
There you go. That's the right direction. You're doing
because
awesome.
Dragons.
And because we are entering so stealthily, we'll probably catch it by surprise.
And I'm like ahead of you going, Dragon, I'm coming for you.
And in they walk.
Okay.
So, Dave, how did that end for you?
Well, I think Rufus is kind of like he didn't want to be going back in because it didn't go so well, and they are about to find the body of the third member of the group that he accidentally killed, which isn't going to be ideal. But on the other hand, it's kind of put him back in his element. He's feeling like a hero again. So I think inside he's feeling good.
Yeah, you just had the hype squad.
All right, he's confident.
Yeah.
He's doing well.
The great song has returned.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it had like harmony, and it had backup. It had dancing.
The song is just playing in his head as he walks.
It was impressive.
forward.
Just what we need. Rufus's ego to be larger than the actual dungeon that we're about to get into.
Love is rearing its ugly head. It's just, narcissism.
Right, it's self-love.
Yeah.
So it's Mira's turn for a scene.
Ooh, okay. Maybe. Yeah, set the scene, you guys. Resolve it.
Well, do we just carry on now from where we are? Are we just going?
Yeah, you can
Everything's
just kind
gonna
of
be
keep it
Dragon's
going,
Lair.
and
We
it's
can,
just
yeah, like,
focusing on another character now.
Oh,
Okay.
so you guys are actually going to come in?
Yeah, they're
So we're
they're
going-
following. They
oh,
want to
yeah.
see it happen.
Oh, you're in. You're committed. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're behind you all.
No,
Yeah.
I just
Pushed
was,
you in first, but
I mean, I'm
a dragon's breath distance apart from you
Yeah.
guys.
yes, like
Wow.
exactly 1 metric dragon's breath
Right.
apart from you all.
I mean, they're doing some of the harmonies in the song. We've basically got a barbershop quartet going
that's
on.
true. But, and when in doubt, you put the drunken sentry in front. Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's just good tactics.
Exactly.
So yeah, Mira's just kind of chilling out at the back and hanging out with Beatrix like she usually does, and that's pretty much what's going on.
All right. I have I'd like to kick this scene off with your permission. Okay,
Granted.
here we go. So Dirkus is stumbling through the dark. He grabs a torch. There's a torch up on the side of the cavern wall, and he's like waving it ahead, and he's a dragon. And then he trips, and the torch skitters away from him, and his ale goes across the cavern, and he's like, oh, and he gets up, and he's like, what did I? Oh my God! It's the dead guy!
And we're back here. Mira hears this and goes, "Dead guy? Dead guy?
Rufus!
You found the dead guy? I
That
thought
there's
you
a
guys would've
dead
put it away
body
or
here?
something."
Rufus!
Who did this?
Beatrix, don't look at it. Don't look at it, darling.
No, it's too late. Do you have my
Oh,
crying
Rufus
sock?
Cockdrag.
Here's your crying sock.
Thank you, darling.
It's Sir Harold. Do you see? What?
Nothing to see there, everybody. Don't pay any attention. Let's move on.
Poor Sir Harold.
Mira is kind of like helping Beatrix get by the dead body
Terrible.
as we
did-
continue.
Was this here before when you all weren't here? The two of
Oh
you?
yes, it's been there years.
What?
It
That's
didn't.
I mean, this
I
body has
gotta-
clearly been killed by a sword.
I got a
and
good look, and I don't. Oh, I looked at it again. Oh. It looks like it hasn't been dead that long.
I do actually. There is one thing I want to ask you. Doesn't it look a bit like a goblin from behind, rather than a human? Right? It does. I mean, look at that hat he's wearing. It's ridiculous, right? You'd think that was a goblin from behind, right?
Beatrix,
Yes.
without making it obvious, look at Rufus's sword, and then look at the. Just look.
Beatrix does that, but makes it, but is very obvious about it.
right. So, and I'm just like all over I am totally just. I'm just like, Sir Harold, you were supposed to protect me.
Mira. You see this, like, you know that meme where there's like all the equations, like it's like that, and Beatrix is like, Mira, they were covered in blood.
Yeah,
But-
right, and I'm
but-
like,
The dragon is not dead, so it cannot have been the dragon's blood. Mira, do you see? So it must have been someone else's blood.
Sir Harold.
Maybe. I'm so close, Mira. I'm so close, Mira.
Beatrix, I think I know what you're saying. I think Sir Rufus did this to this poor man.
Oh my god.
I will kill the dragon.
He does still have it, but he has it for murder.
Oh, Rufus
feel like-
Cockdrag.
At this point, the dragon
Rufus starts
roars
singing. Oh, I
and
thought Rufus
steps onto the scene. A large red dragon, fully alive and looking very angry that a barbershop quartet has found its way into its lair.
It's thinking, not another one.
Right.
All right, how did that end for Mira? Her
How close is she
revelation.
to the
thing.
dragon? I think is the.
I don't think it ended very well for myself, but I don't know.
Okay.
Like, what do you guys think?
Well,
A dragon
that's up
did
to you.
appear.
but did it? But knowing what you knew before you started the scene, did it end well for Mira? Do you think, or did it end poorly?
Well, I think we could say it ends poorly because we could say the
No, but
dragon's.
I thought she was.
The dragon's face appears like
Right.
right in front of her.
I just wasn't sure if it was Mira's scene to resolve or
Smoke
not.
billowing out
Yeah.
his nostrils around
Hey,
her,
whatever,
and
it's all
she's
good.
kind of frozen in front of it, like in terror, with
Yeah.
this massive dragon head looking at her.
And scared away the princess.
That's a bad ending.
Yeah, that's a shit ending.
Scared-
But yeah, shit.
All right.
It's
Scared away
your
the
guys.
lady.
It's all under your guys' control.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's Beatrice's turn next, but we can wait a few minutes.
That's
if you
awkward.
Like. Yeah, I know.
No, it's okay. There's so much going on that she needed a moment.
Yes, I mean it's fair.
Mira just seems to have had bad endings the whole time. Looking
So,
at the dice.
Honestly, that might turn
Dave-
out in her favor. So
Right. Right?
Yeah.
Careful there, Rufus.
Dave,
Yeah,
out of character, like that song was amazing.
it was. And it had a little strut to it, which I really
Yes.
liked.
Yeah.
It had that shoulder. The shoulders were selling it big time. And then Mira Mira was doing the robot. I don't know what she was doing, but it was like
It's a very classic medieval dance. That
it is.
yeah,
It is.
safety
It was.
dance.
It was. Yeah. It was S S S S A A A. No, it's R R R R U U U U F F F F. Anyway.
All right, it's Beatrix's turn for her final scene. I mean, maybe not the
Alright.
final one she's been in, but the one that she gets to choose.
Okay. I guess we should just keep it going with the dragon here. I don't really see
Okay.
going off and having a side conversation while the dragon is like
I think
staring
we
us
could
down.
say-
It's might be a little
necessarily.
awkward. Hold on a second. We have to talk about our secret love.
we could say.
Wait, everybody wait.
We could say that the Mira is like standing with this dragon right in front of her, but the rest of us haven't noticed and are looking the other way at the moment, maybe at the body.
Yeah, I'm
So we
certain.
can like play out what happens from that
Well,
situation.
Mira would immediately scream. So.
Oh, didn't we hear a roar too of the dragon?
I mean, it's up to you. That was just
There was a
my-
roar, but Mira could have heard it all and be behind us, and she's like just frozen in terror, and we're like looking at the body. Or
I'm
trying to get
definitely still with the body, not focused on anything else.
But
Until you unfocus me.
so
Alright.
well, I guess who's Beatrix is like. What's she going to be doing?
What does Beatrix want? Do you want to resolve it, or do you want to set it up, Beatrix?
I think I want to resolve it.
Okay.
So
So
if
then-
you're at the body, so the scene could involve you realizing the dragon's there, whether you do that immediately or later or whatever.
Mhm.
So you and Rufus is just has walked a bit of a distance away, trying to just get people to move away from the body, I
Right.
guess. So you could have an
Um,
interaction with Dirkus.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe Mira if she stops being frozen in terror.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Dirkus, darling. What is this thing that has made me reach for my crying sock more than once at this point?
You don't understand. It was. Oh. Do you see what's all over me?
I do. I haven't touched it, but I've certainly seen it and smelled it.
It's not the dragon.
Dirkus? Dirkus?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did Rufus kill this man? Yes or no? You have to tell the truth. It's a rule.
Yes, my lady.
Oh, well, I...
Rufus. He was running and then he. Oh.
So this is the reason there was no gold, and there is...
Well, we ran.
Dragon.
I ran. I couldn't stay there. The guy, Rufus killed the guy. I had to leave.
Okay, it sounds very hard for you, Dirkus,
Oh.
and I just clean yourself up there a little bit. And Beatrix, I think, has shifted a little bit to just kind of like feeling bad for this just a complete mess of a human right now. And I think she's gonna go over to Mira to try and figure out their plan. But I think that would probably also mean that she sees the dragon as well. Mira, that's quite a large dragon. Mira, you said you've milked dragons, right?
No.
I thought. I thought you had. Well, it certainly can't be that different, can it?
We have to get out of here. Don't move too fast.
Okay, is that what you do with cows? Okay, you tell me exactly what you do with cows, and I will do that, and I will follow your lead.
Slow steps backwards.
Okay.
And we can just leave these two here and don't say anything, okay?
Sounds perfect.
Just keep, and as soon as the dragon isn't looking at us anymore, we can turn and run, okay?
Okay. Yeah. I trust your. Yeah, I know.
Sorry. It's a wart dragon.
Yeah.
I trust your hard-won dairy expertise will also apply in this situation. So Beatrix is just going to do that and follow Mira's lead.
So they're slowly backing up
Yeah, not
as the
informing
dragon is
others.
probably slowly advancing on the unsuspecting heroes.
Dirk is just staggering around in a drunken haze.
Yeah. Use the word heroes lightly, Allie.
Yeah.
So lightly.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
And Rufus now further on, not realizing that his way out is now blocked by the dragon.
Right.
all right. So how did that end for Beatrix?
That's kind of tough to say. I think not getting eaten was a good outcome, although she
Yes.
I don't know. What do you all think?
Seems pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
like,
she's got an out. She has a way to kind of escape.
yeah, it's like
That's
Prime
true.
Directive, right, Beatrix? Like,
It's the best possible outcome.
That's true.
Probably.
I mean,
Yeah,
unless you
yeah. In this
stumbled upon-
situation,
right, unless you literally stumbled into the open, safe full of gold.
yeah, that's true. That'd be the only better outcome.
The treasure chest, like you literally bump into it. Other
We'll
than
leave that for the ending because I have a feeling
Right.
that both Mira and Beatrix are going to get
Yep.
very good endings.
Yep.
All
I have
right.
that.
So final scene is Dirkus's. And just because the last die is black doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a bad ending for Dirkus. He's going to get that die and it's going to be black in the aftermath, but like you're not required to end badly just because the only one left is black. So it can kind of function as either one.
Okay.
Well, he's not in a great position, though, is he, right now?
Oh,
No, he's not starting in a great position, definitely.
It's not looking well. It's looking the way it's looking. I mean, I've been consistent. I like resolving, so I'm gonna stick with it.
Okay.
So I'll let you guys decide.
I think he probably has an interaction with the dragon at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like he and Rufus would both, maybe are not realizing this is happening, especially in their kind of drunken stupor. So I think Dirkus and probably Rufus too are going to have their dragon encounter.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe he feels like something nudging his behind, and he thinks it's Beatrix, but he's like staggering around until he turns around.
So if I'm at the body looking towards Rufus, but the dragon's behind Rufus. Rufus is facing me?
Well, Rufus is further on. I don't know. You're looking at the body, and the dragon's
Right.
come from a different direction, I guess. And
Okay.
And you're still, I don't know what you're doing, drunk, looking at the body, staggering, and then the dragon has now emerged because they're both running away. And
Okay.
I guess you're going to realize they've gone as well. You think they're still there, and then the dragon's
All right,
coming out, and you feel like something hitting you.
Okay.
And you're like, oh.
All right. So, okay, I'm ready if you're ready. All right.
Go.
So, where is my ale? Oh, I'm like digging around the body, and I actually find my reach. What's this? And it's a bottle. I found a bottle in Sir Harold's bloody things, and I just start drinking it again. Wait, that sounded like
Yeah.
Drink some
And
more.
then
It'll go away.
I pull out my. All right, dragon. It's time. It's time to party. And I say, Rufus! 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 Okay. My lady, I will flay this dragon. For you. Wherever you are.
I think not in this room anymore.
I'm just like,
I think perhaps the dragon like rears back and prepares to breathe fire, and at the same time, Rufus hears the shouting and the noise and is like, "Oh!" and starts running back, but he's a bit of a distance away.
and I'm just charging at the dragon.
All right.
I'm too consumed with whatever it is I've consumed, not to mention my promise to my beloved.
You're going to burn so well.
We
So
shall
much
see.
alcohol.
We shall see.
All right. Do you want to end the scene there and kind of do the final kind of bit in the aftermath, or do you want to like kind of? Is this like the? Is this it? Is this the climax of the film?
No, I think there should be another. No. I think
All right.
There's 3 other characters. I mean, just because there's a drunken stupid guy doesn't mean the movie's.
Well, no, it's not over yet.
No,
you have like.
Yeah, we have the end scenes.
You have the end scenes. So.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, if that's okay with everybody else, I figure he just runs. Yeah. So he'll just run headlong into the dragon.
Kind of a bad
perfect,
ending for him.
And that's
Awesome.
But I have a really big sword, though.
It looks big, but is it actually big?
On the size of the sword, Allie.
Okay, so I actually gave us.
Sorry.
I gave us the softer aftermath because I feel like it fits a little bit more with kind of the tone of this one. But again, kind of like we did for the tilt, everyone has to roll their dice and then total them up, black and white, subtract lower from higher, and then we'll figure out where you guys end up.
Okay. So just random side, right?
Yep. Yeah, you can
Here
just
we
select
go.
them all and hit random side.
Yahtzee. Ooh.
Ooh. All right. All right. So
The dice will decide.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, Rufus. You swine.
10
2,
minus
6,
4.
2. Okay.
Dope.
I accidentally
Setting
rolled
up
twice,
everyone's
but
things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I got
fine.
a 10 on the first one at least.
10 is much better. All right. So Will rolled his. Kelly rolled hers. Ooh, that's a really good ending for him.
Mm.
And then Rufus got a 6 and a 4 for black. 4 and 6. And then
I was told there was going to be no math.
2, 1, 1. It's very easy math. It's not
No,
too
I
bad.
know. I was just that was my shout out to Rebekka, who is a math teacher.
2, 1, and 1. Okay, so now that you have your final numbers, it's going to be either a black number or a white number. you can open up the second handout in there, the aftermath, and it has there's two sides. There's black and white. You can choose like look at what you've rolled, see like how your ending is, and then we're going to kind of narrate the ending like in a round. So
do we have to do math, or did you do the math, or do we?
I mean, I can do the math for you. So Mira got a black 10. Beatrix got a black 13.
Mhm.
Dirkus got a black 1. And Rufus got a black 6. So, like, you just have to look up those numbers.
Did Rufus get a black 1?
No.
No, he got a black 6.
Oh, black 6. Okay.
Yep. Dirkus got a black 1.
Yeah.
Dirkus got a black 1. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so the higher number you get, the better, basically, right? Regardless.
Yeah,
of which
higher is better.
Right. Good
luckily,
to be
no one got a 0.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay.
So now you guys have your endings kind of there in your minds. The way that it's traditionally done is that you you use the dice in front of you to like kind of like each one of your dice is like a beat in your story as you're kind of going through the ending. And then you usually go around in a circle, kind of each taking a moment to like, narrate something happening to your character. The good manners is to not really narrate what happens to other players, but you can kind of also do that in tandem with everyone else. So yeah. So
can I ask a quick question, Alan?
Yes.
So are the numbers on those die, are those should we be following those, or is it really just, in other words, I have 4 beats, Rufus has 5. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay, so it's not the numbers.
It's not the numbers. No, it's like the actual physical
dice. Got it. Thank you. The only number that matters is the black 1 in my case. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, that dictates how you're kind of ending the story. But each one of those dice is kind of like a story beat, and you can also pass dice to other people to like give them more of a story if you really want to. But it's up to you guys. So, I mean, tradition says that Rufus should probably go first because he's the first one to get a scene. So.
Okay, well, Rufus charged towards the dragon that he could see as he saw fire, breathing fire, and he drew his sword.
Careful.
Which is falling apart. For once, like in his glory days, he drew it swift and true and charged towards the beast. That's his first beat.
All right. Mira's next.
Yeah, I'd like to give my because Mira. Okay, I'll just have my beat. But then in the future, I'm probably going to give mine away because I had a normal ending. So she's just going to kind of slink off and hide and evade and get away, and probably also be very close to Beatrix and feeling all sorts of safe because she's there. And that's the whole thing she does. Yeah.
Beatrix.
I think Beatrix is also, obviously has slunk off in the cave, away from the cave. And I think this is probably the most exciting thing that has ever happened to Beatrix in her entire life. She has like a lot of imagined excitement that's happened to her, but like this is the first really thrilling thing that's happened in terms of like being here with like a dragon breathing fire. And I think she's really swept up in the moment. And I think she's going to kiss Mira as the dragon fire lights up the cave.
Adorable.
Wow. Romantic scene. as her fiance burns behind her.
Yeah.
We just hear the yelling in the background.
It's a burst of flame. Yeah. Dirkus.
Well, I mean, Dirkus is definitely drunkenly so, but definitely, attempting to be valorous.
Mm-hmm.
And that will end up being his final act.
Oh.
But yeah, he rushes in and he actually, how is it that one DM said it the other night? His sword finds purchase. His sword finds purchase in the dragon's belly.
Oh.
So that's
Nice.
that's my first beat.
Okay. Rufus.
So as Rufus runs up to the dragon, and don't know if this is the same time that Dirks is doing his thing or not, but the dragon turns its head to face Rufus at that time, and Rufus points his sword and just leaps towards its head.
Oh, awesome. Mira, do you want to keep going with yours, or are you kind of...
Yeah, well, she did just get kissed, so
Yes.
Mira is emboldened by this kiss and feels very feels like that even though this is crazy and people are dying and stuff, it's all going to be okay in the end. Sure.
And it's pretty at least, so that's...
And hey, they may kill the dragon and then you can just take all the money and go. I mean,
right.
It could work out in your favor. Probably will work out in your favor. Beatrix.
I think Beatrix is going to ask Mira. Mira, do you have my looking sock, which is just like a cardboard tube with like a sock around it that she thinks is like a view scope?
I always have your looking sock.
Oh, thank you. Of course, Mira. Thank you. And she looks through this sock and is like, I think something is going on in there. I hear an awful lot of yelling and metallic clinking. And do you think they're not dead in there? And Beatrix is like kind of maybe like let's cool it on the running away for a moment and kind of see what's going on.
Yeah,
all right.
Mira agrees with this.
Dirkus.
So the sword has found purchase, and as Dirkus continues his attack, that would be a word. As he continues his attack, the dragon's belly opens, and there's like literally a shower of gold. But it's so much. Well, I don't think I need many more beats here. But basically, this there is so much gold that comes out of this dragon that as the dragon does fall, and the gold too, that Rufus is smashed. He is absolutely pancaked by this dragon as the gold and basically as the dragon falls and Rufus is just gone. Sorry, Dirkus is gone. That the mountain of gold continues to spill like through the tunnel. It's that much gold. And just Dirkus is just gone. Okay. And he is underneath a dragon that may or may not be alive, depending on the rest of you.
All right, Rufus.
So just as Dirks is cutting into the dragon, Rufus has leapt towards it, thinking, this is it. This is my moment again. I am glorious. I am amazing. I am Rufus Cockswagger. And he leaps towards it, his foot out, and the dragon opens its mouth, and he goes straight in. And then it shuts its mouth, and at that same moment, it's killed anyway by Dirkus, and Rufus. Rufus does not live to see that fact.
All right, Mira.
Yeah, Mira at this point is just kind of like holding Beatrix and just like we're like huddling and waiting for the commotion to die down. So that's that.
All right.
It's like, when is this golden avalanche going to stop?
Yeah. The dragon swallowed a portable hole, clearly. Still gold.
Exactly.
Okay, Beatrix.
I think Beatrix is going to say, Mira, I think this might be our chance. And I think she's going to go, she knows to not go directly under the dragon at the very least. But I think she's going to start trying to kind of edge in and start like just frantically filling socks with gold, like as much as she can grab.
Sock, ma'am.
You have my carrying sock. Excellent, excellent. You always have everything I need, Mira.
+1 sock of all holding.
Be a dear and help me fill up the sock. And I think she's just going to start frantically grabbing gold.
So Dirkus and Rufus, do you have any like final moments, the final thing that you might be seeing as this gold raids down on you and as you're digested by this dragon?
I think that I don't see as much as I feel like dragon innards. I'm like at the end of Ghostbusters when they get slimed. Sorry, that's an old reference for some of the kids out there. But yeah,
We're not that young, Dirkus.
No, I wasn't saying you. I was saying to our thousands of viewers who might not be, that old. That was not about you. It wasn't. So anyway, yeah, he's just, that's it.
All right. So,
here's the clink of the coins, and then he is gone.
Yes. His last thought of his beautiful Beatrix and how wonderful their wedding will be.
It's so wonderful.
So I feel like that's kind of a good place to kind of wrap it up,
Well, Rufus,
the two heroes.
Rufus is
actually,
digested. But Rufus thinks he's done a great thing. He dies thinking he's a hero again. But in reality, the rumor and what is spread is that 2 women, Mira and Beatrix, slayed the dragon in the cave, and so he never stays being a legend, and the Rufus Cockswagger song persists, but it is now oh, Rufus Cockswagger, he went to take the dragon's gold. Oh, Rufus Cockswagger, he got swallowed, I am told.
Oh, I love it. All right. So congratulations, everyone. You finished your first game of Fiasco.
That was awesome.
Sweet.
Yay.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
I hope so. I love this game. It's so much fun.
Ellie, thank you. Thank you for helping
I
us.
didn't do anything. You guys did everything.
Plenty.
That's just...
You did a lot.
That's how we do.
Yep.
Yeah, so thank you to everybody who watched. Final thoughts, and then I will, so Mastermind Adventures, we run D&D games and other types of tabletop role-playing games. If you're looking for a game, please contact us at info@mastermindadventures.com. But I'd love to hear final thoughts from everybody, and also find us on the Game Industry Cocktail Hour on Clubhouse if you're on Clubhouse. But final thoughts, starting with Rebekka.
Yeah, I thought this was brilliant. Thank you guys so much. This was like a class, like A-level, top tier, S tier role players in a fantastic just situation. So thank you guys so much for making this possible, everyone. We had fun. Or I had fun. I hope you guys had fun too.
I hated it. I was having an awful time. Did I not know that?
Dave, you're next on my screen. Tell us about your impressions. How did you enjoy your time?
Yeah, it was really good fun. Yeah, I liked the way it all. It was hard to see kind of where it was going to go and how it was all going to come to an ending, and it was good the way it did, and then it all sort of seemed to kind of make some sort of sense in how everything happened. And I like the way like Beatrix just seemed to sort of be ambling around, not really knowing what was going on, but everything was good. Everything good was happening to her, kind of just all the time, right up until the end for some reason. I don't quite know how that happened, but it did. Yeah, it seemed quite fitting, and it was a lot of fun.
Kelly, final thoughts. on Fiasco.
Yeah.
You have played this before, right? You've played Fiasco.
So I had played it once before, but honestly, I couldn't really remember like what all the mechanics were and stuff. So thanks, Allie, for guiding us through that. But yeah, I thought this was super fun. I think there's something very Fiasco about like the dumbest Rox character just kind of like somehow gets everything she wants in the end. Bolstered by like the probably the smartest character. But I thought was kind of funny is I think. Durkis ended up being sort of like a kind of like a tragic character, I think, in the end, because of the twist of Beatrix running off with Mira, and just like him, just like to the very end, like trying to do the right thing. Finally, that's his character moment, and he just is crushed by gold in a drunken stupor. There's something a little tragic about Durkis, I think.
Yeah.
Pathetic for sure. Durkis, final words. What did you think? How did you feel?
I thought this was a ton of fun. I had no idea this was going to turn into Drunken Fool inadvertently does something good. But I really appreciate two really important things, which is for Dave and for Rebekka. Like, it's way past, it's almost my bedtime. But for them, it's got to be midnight or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I just
it is for
wanted
Rebekka.
to say, huh?
It is for Rebekka, yeah. It's past midnight, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I just wanted to say, like, I don't take that lightly, and I really wanted to say thank you to the both of you, because I don't know how you could do this without sun in your face, as you can see. But I also wanted to say I really enjoyed how every single one of us, we figured out a way to do something I felt like that made our characters very unique. And I shouldn't say very unique because that's not English. Unique. And that was not because we're some brilliant. It was just because I think this beautiful cauldron that we put a little bit of Eye of Newtwing, of bat, ale, sock, sword.
Lot
Right.
I like
of ale, a lot of socks.
I mean, I just thought that was so neat that to have those kinds of details. That's what we like telling stories for.
Yeah.
It's not about the who wins and who loses, although clearly Beatrix is the winner. And Mira is too. But like, to me, that's what's so neat is I'll remember about this game a long time from now. I'll remember those little details. So I want to thank you, Krysten and Allie and everybody. I really had a blast.
Yeah.
Great time. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. So find us on Clubhouse at The Game Industry. We are also on Facebook, Game Industry Cocktail Hour on Facebook. Join the group. There's a Discord server probably pinned in there. But it's awesome people, all different kinds of ways related to games. Love to talk about games. We also love to talk about our pets and what we've had for supper. And it's a very kind of relaxed and fun and warm and welcoming group. And I would encourage anybody to go check it out. If you want to have a game facilitated for you and your friends, check out mastermindadventures.com or email me at info@mastermindadventures.com. And don't forget to follow Sweater Wolf on Twitch if you're watching on our
He's over there.
Twitch.tv/sweaterwolf.
Yes, and if I may...
yes, please.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, so check me out. But also, if I may add that I think we can all attest, I think we've actually all played in Mastermind Adventure games in various forms other than this one, like the D&D games with the professional DMs at Mastermind Adventures. And I think we can all attest that they are awesome. So if anyone watching is looking for a professional DM, they are top tier.
100%. Yeah.
Would it be okay, with your permission, Krysten? Could we just hear from Allie what she thought?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Kelly. When you're done. Not until you're done.
I'm done.
Okay.
No, I think you guys are all amazing. I mean, one of the things I love about Fiasco is that you have so few details and you guys just really filled them out. Like, to the audience, we've been in a Discord chat and they've just been posting backstories and Kristen's been like narrating videos and it's
Yes.
I could not wait to play because I couldn't wait to see what the story was going to be and how it was all going to change and evolve into it. And I love, you guys are so great. I had so much fun. It was amazing.
And we can't wait to get Allie into Clubhouse. We've been trying successfully to get her a device. So we're waiting for either Android or I'm gonna have to buy her a device so she can join
Android
us.
is coming soon, supposedly.
Yeah, it is.
It's supposed to be soon.
Very
Yeah.
soon. Very
Some
soon.
people apparently have it already, right? They said a few people have been
Yep, small rollout. So, all right, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, Krysten and Allie.
Thank you.
Clubhouse.
Thank you.
Cheers, everyone.